goofy clap. One of them counseling claps.
That was a beautiful clip.
One of them claps we gotta get some counsel.
That was beautiful.
Like, one of them claps they gotta pray for you.
That was a lovely
God bless your heart clap.
That was so cute. That was just what it was. Too.
God bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
They clapping like the what was it when you do the when he was like the light went off.
Oh, the clapper. Oh, the clapper. Oh, yeah. That was my commercial with the old lady. She roll on me like,
oh, homie looking stuff.
Like that old lady. She wanted to go to
Cool idea.
It was a cool idea, wasn't it?
It was a cool idea.
But that commercial was corny.
I love that commercial. I ain't gonna lie.
You
I
like
love that
it?
commercial.
I like the commercial.
I'm assuming you like the life alert too. I'm falling down and I can't
Tell you
Oh,
get
no, that's
up.
funny. I'm
The life
sorry.
alert, yeah, that is
I'm
the
sorry,
funniest
yeah.
Going to
commercial.
house.
Respect to the elders. I love
I
you.
like the life alert.
But I like the
Life
life
It's the
alert.
way, it was just the way it happened. It was like it was bad acting.
This is
It was
it.
Yeah,
so
it was
terrible
poor
acting.
It was. Welcome back, everybody.
We back,
on
y'all.
it.
What's up?
It's
What's up?
Sanji,
What's
Say
up?
Cool, Tyese, Derek,
Talithia.
Talithia, and Uncle Shelton. Go ahead,
In
Uncle Shelton.
the building.
He's
Yes.
always in the building. But anyway, boy, that is loud in there. Okay, guys, so we're gonna wrap it up real quick, and I just wanted to what did you guys decide that how y'all want to fight your hardest temptation? And from what I heard is women on your men. How you gonna keep yourself from going to jail?
I'm not gonna put myself in that situation.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm not gonna put myself in a situation.
Well,
Hopefully, I learned my lesson the first time.
Well, I'm gonna need some assistance from my mate. I'm gonna need some assistance. I'm gonna need some code words like Shay Cool was up there hollering. Pimp down, pimp in distress.
You make it. Get her.
I got put to
She's not getting. She's not right.
I said I gotta put in situations like that. They wasn't necking nothing like that, but I gotta put situations where, you know, perception was a mother. I'm like, nope, I wasn't. No. So yeah.
I know that a friend of mine used to see the women coming, right, and get up. The moment he see him, like
He
would get up because he already knew. He
That's
checked them out and he saw the little
game.
game coming across the room. But one time he didn't get up fast enough. A friend of mine, and the chick sat on his lap. He got up.
He's sitting on the lap.
He
got
got
up.
up.
Bold women coming from.
He got
Sneaky
up.
linking. This is the whole new world of sneaky linking in the DMs and all that other
She
crazy
was just
mess.
happy that she
It's-
found her phone. He was like, "Oh, thank you," and he wouldn't get up, so she got down to his level, and she was like, "Thank you for finding my phone." He was like, "Yo, like the Matrix, right?"
He did the right thing.
Yo,
Shout out to the kid.
He
He did the right
like,
thing.
But that is the ultimate in thirst.
At
Like,
first-
like
You know, it is.
So let's stress me
the
real.
thirstiness
Little
coming from.
she's a
Like,
little drunk.
Like,
She's a little drunk.
No, don't blame it on the
just
alcohol.
can't.
That's
Yeah,
who they
she's a little
are.
drunk. I was. Let me tell you something. I'm not a jealous person. I was cracking up because to see him sweat like, okay, I'm not right, but to see him sweat like that, and then he was like, I'm watching from across the room. She almost hit her big booty on the floor. He almost dropped. I said, "Boy, why you almost made that girl fall down?"
So you instigated.
Get out.
She did.
He was like, "Go tell your girl that was wrong. That was disrespectful." You know, I was like, "Man, you can handle your own. You're a grown man." Joe, if you don't
You
tell
set
your
this
girl,
temptation
It ain't that
up.
easy.
I ain't set
It
it up.
ain't that
I
easy.
just knew that she was harmless. He got control over his
She
own.
wasn't
You
harmless. She
thought
sat
she
on
was
his.
harmless.
She sat on his.
She was harmless.
She's
Right.
She
harmless.
sat on his lap.
She's harmless.
To who?
The only way that she is going to do any damage is if he allows her to.
She already did damage when she sat
All
on his
she
lap.
did was sit
She-
on his lap.
That was
Okay.
his personal
I would say
space,
no.
don't
Yes,
they?
and he gotta respect that. That's his body.
She did enough for me.
Yeah.
That's his body.
I can't respect
That's his body.
that type of bold.
So you
Listen.
didn't get at her about that?
Right.
Man, I thought that mess was hilarious. I did.
You was laughing?
Listen,
That's
it was
that
funny.
bull jive.
Yeah.
It was funny. You should have seen him. He was like, and then the only thing I said to him, and he made me mad. He got mad about it. I was like,
He
yo.
should have been.
He got mad at me because
That was your friend.
I didn't check her.
Right.
That's your girl.
I did. When he came to me, he said, "Yo, get your girl." I was like, "Yo,
That's your girl.
That's your privates and bodies and all of that. You know, be a freaking man and ask for respect from this woman, and don't put me in the mix." Because
I'm in the mix.
As far as I'm concerned, here's what I'm telling you. I have self-control over myself. I'm not fighting over no man because somebody put their hands on him. That's his body.
It could go both ways.
You know what I mean? But I'm saying this is.
So if he'd have pushed her on the floor,
he did almost push her on the floor, and I thought it was hilarious.
and then he pushed her on the floor, then he becomes aggressive.
Here's what
and
I'm
then
saying.
He's out of pocket
Mhm.
for putting his hands
Shut
on a
up.
woman. So again,
That's when you come in.
that's where you come in. Yeah.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Hear me out. That's his body. You know what I'm saying? She violated him, right? And the thing is he gotta check her for himself, because she gonna keep coming back to him. If he don't check her for himself, she'll come back saying, "Oh, the only reason why you got upset is because your girl was in the room. Now she's not in the room. What's up?" You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
No, that's not why I was upset. I was upset because you violated me. Say that up front. Listen,
I
don't
get
be
it.
on my lap because you're violating me. And then
Your
you're
friend got a
violating me
busted
in front of
tailbone.
all these freaking people and my girl. I get that. But you first thing come out your mouth is, "Don't you see my girl over there?" That means if my girl wasn't there, you could get it.
Oh no, that doesn't sound
That's
right.
what it sounded like to me. So he got mad at me
Right.
because I said that. And I'm like, okay, I apologize. But I'm just saying, though, the brother was getting it in other places anyway. It's just that if it wasn't, I found out later on, he was seeing other people anyway. He just didn't want it to be in my face. You know what I'm saying? So
I see it.
why would I lose sleep over that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
get
his
it.
body.
I get it.
You know,
I get what
I
you're
don't
saying.
have possession over that person.
I get
You
what
know,
you're saying.
so if we discuss, now I discuss with my partner, this is how we're gonna handle things. You're not gonna make me jealous.
Right.
I can't be
I'm
a
not
jealous
jealous.
person, because if I become a jealous, now if you in my house, that's something different, Tyese.
But right.
That's a whole nother level. You know what I mean? You in my house, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need my support from my man, because he gonna have to hold me. He may have to hold me if she disrespect me, but she gotta say something directly to me. Like, she got to disrespect me. Our relationship, if he allows somebody to disrespect our relationship, that's between us two.
That's
you
true.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's true.
But if she disrespect him, he got to deal with that. You know what I mean? If a man disrespect me, I got to check him, but my man can check him too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be all up in this chick's face. I'm going to tell her straight up how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't going to jail. I'm not putting my hands on her. She can get out.
I'm not going to jail.
I know you're not. She getting out. You know, I'm gonna ask you to leave, and you're not gonna be able to come back because you're disrespectful. But at the end of the day, like the guys are saying, y'all play a big part of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all play a big part of that temptation and bringing it to your girl, and vice versa, as you say, Derek. But Derek, you was getting ready to say something?
Nah, I was just saying.
But some men are undercover
well,
go
let
messing.
him
both
say.
ways.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When I said both, it go both ways. Like, you know how you said he can check her himself. I was just saying he can do that in you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what
And
I was
I
doing.
appreciate that. But I need him to check her first, because
Right.
I don't want her coming back to him and he done made a Frankenstein monster.
Oh, no, he's
Because
supposed to check her
men
first.
can make a woman into a monster, and she will disrespect your girl.
Yeah.
And if that's because he allowed it to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he don't check her up front, listen, that's my people's. I don't wait till something happened for you to check her, because you done seen
And then it went too
you done
far.
seen some stuff beforehand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you gotta check her. So when she sat on your lap, check her right there. you disrespected me and my relationship. You know what I'm saying? But start with yourself first, because now she actually disrespected you by sitting on your lap, and then she embarrassed you in front of everybody. You know what I mean? But if I wasn't there, was it okay?
See, yeah.
That was my point.
That's
So that's why I didn't even take it serious. I was like, okay, you know, is this what we doing now?
Right, allowing,
because I'm not an ugly woman.
I got options
I
too.
can sit down too, you know.
He can come give me a lap dance.
I don't got time for that foolishness. I don't. But anyway, Tyese, you got some final words?
Real quick. So now, what terms were you and him on? Were you
dating.
locked down? What was
we were dating.
Okay.
Now,
That's
he was
different.
respectful. Let me say, he was respectful. I did appreciate the fact that he did not allow nobody to come in and do no goofy stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I just told him he should have just checked her for himself. And he got mad at me because I said that, you know. Then he sent me across the room and said, "Listen, he said, I need you to talk to her and make sure she don't do that again." And I was like,
no. That
I didn't
don't
like
even
that.
sound right.
I didn't like that.
That
right?
sound punkish right there.
Whoa. I'm sorry to interject, but here's the thing. Maybe he don't know how to talk to her. And maybe he would have took it as a guy off the street and would have been far left.
Yeah, he could have got more aggressive with it. I could see him saying, "You handle it."
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, you handle this because if I handle it,
it's gonna go further.
You get what I'm saying? So that's, I had to think. I got to put all the pieces together.
Because you know, we as women can say men can be aggressive. Like most men can be aggressive, especially to a woman.
And then she take it a whole nother
And
way, like, he tried
right.
to do this and that to me.
So
I'm heading back to you, and I won't be able to use this if I hear that. And all right, so my thing is, it's like I appreciated the way that he was, you know what I mean, and like I said, the only thing I just felt like he should have checked her for himself. But when I did go to her and I told her, I said, "Listen, yo, you sat on my man's lap, right?" And she was like, "Yeah, I was just so happy that he felt my phone, and I just wanted to thank him." And then I didn't realize I sat on his lap, and he like to almost push me on the floor, girl. And I started laughing. I was like, "Yeah, he don't play that foolishness, man. He stay away from all y'all. He's not trying to get set up like that, right?" And then she was like, "I'm so sorry." I said, "Listen, he gonna look over here. I'm going to look like I'm mad, and you just look like you apologizing." And she was like, "Okay." So he looked over there. I was like, and she was like, and then that was it, right? And
she didn't actually apologize, though?
She did apologize, but we had to put on a performance,
all right,
because I wasn't really I wasn't upset about it.
Right.
I just really wasn't. You know what I mean? I just really was, because I knew she didn't really mean no harm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The type of person, now I know the ones that mean harm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I can't even tell him or any other man that this one means harm, because
she meant harm.
no,
She said she didn't realize she sat on his lap. I'm still
she had
stuck
a
there.
big booty.
She
had
I don't care if she
had
had a flat
booty
behind.
was this high. Like when she sit on the chair, it's about she about this high.
She
up.
said she
Ain't
didn't realize
So
that
when
she
she
sat
leaned
on his
over,
lap.
she
She
was
couldn't
like,
even
her booty.
She couldn't even. That's
She
not
was-
even respect for my intelligence right there.
Listen, I didn't give a damn.
You didn't mind her. sitting on
Don't
your
look at
man's
me.
lap.
What's to me?
I didn't care. I'm
'Cause
not
you
a
did say
jealous
he was-
person.
he
It's
was
not
messing
about
with
being
you.
a
Sound like
jealous
he messed with
person.
I'm not a
I'm not a
jealous
jealous person either.
I don't want to bootleg.
Some women are like that.
The
but
man's not
some women
laughing.
won't take that though.
I'm not a jealous person, and you're not gonna make me jealous. You're not gonna make me care. You're not gonna make me give a damn about that. It's like the only thing that's gonna get on my nerves is if my man don't carry it correctly. Now then I'm pissed.
Well, yeah, well, and that's what
I'm only pissed. I can't
that's what he
control
tried to do.
the elements and how everybody react. But I did tell her not to do that again. You know what I mean? I said, don't do that again.
And she apologized.
Yeah, she apologized.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Big booty heart.
Yeah. She had a big booty.
But bounce that booty somewhere else.
Bless her intentions.
That is true.
Bless her intentions.
Yeah.
Bless her intentions.
Yes. We'll be talking about this like the toilet
Yeah,
seat.
we
We'll keep going.
I'm gonna let her just take her booty
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Sheldon, what about the lady with the big booty sitting on people's laps?
Come on.
You said what about her? See,
Yeah,
I was unclear about the relationship between you and said dude. See, I had a different perspective
The
at
said
first
dude-
before I knew that was your
The
man.
said dude was we were friends. We were friends first, so we were good friends, right?
Right,
And then we started dating. You know what I mean? And I'm not a jealous person. You know what I mean? If somebody tries to make me jealous, I get pissed. You know what I mean? If stuff just happens, it just happens. You know what I mean? But if you're doing it on purpose to try to make me jealous or try to make me upset, then I do get upset. I'm like, listen, bro, you need to handle this because I need to stay out of it because I'm a little heated, you know? But the relationship wasn't, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really a jealous person like that. So if she sat on his lap and he almost knocked her off and pushed her on the floor, I feel like he did what he was supposed to do. And there ain't nothing else that I need to do about it. You know what I mean? What do you think?
No, I get it now that you said that was
kissing on her and all smart. I've been like, what's going on in this mall, Jimmy?
I just feel like he allowed her to get too close.
No, she just walked up. Let me tell you something. If a woman, it looked like they was getting close to him, he got up. So I knew, and that all goes with discussion with your partner and knowing who your partner is. And I know that he would never do nothing like that in my face.
Yeah, you gotta add in my face.
part. That's the major part.
I don't want to do that in my face.
That makes sense.
You know, and that's one thing I did respect about him. But I mean, as far as behind my back, I had no idea. So now you know why I didn't care.
Well, later on you found out.
Yeah, later on I did find out,
So
but
she
then
was
I
just not his
realized
type.
that made me
No, she was sitting there.
It was just the Sanji was there.
Yeah.
Right. Or
Because he didn't care.
She wouldn't have did it if I wasn't there.
Right. And but he did not. He only cared because you were there.
That's what I believe. But
That's what you found out later because you said he was messing around with other people anyway.
But he don't do stuff in public. He wasn't a public type person, but he did a lot in the behind the scenes. But he was not the type of person that will bring you embarrassment in public.
It's a hot topic.
So is it hot?
It's a hot topic.
He does this. Yeah.
No, whoa. No, I don't.
What you say, Shelton?
No, I said that's a little different. That's all. I had a different perspective at first, so now I'm clear. Yeah,
so
I
you do
understand what you're saying.
understand. It's like it's no need. Why would I get upset when you kind of know you're dealing with a cheater?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, see, that's why I was asking you if y'all were locked down. Like if you
we were locked down, but
you didn't know you were dealing with a cheater then, right?
Man, I got very good discernment. I can tell if a brother is not doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Weird stuff. You know, you start
well, then I
figuring it
wouldn't have
out
been
later.
with him. And unless your thing with him wasn't serious in the first place because you knew he wasn't a one woman type of man.
Well, the thing is
then you just doing your thing. Then if girl goes sit on his lap, then it's solely up to him to handle that.
That's right. That's not my husband.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not my husband material either. You know what I mean? And even
if you
if
already
it was
know
my
that,
husband,
material.
I'm gonna check him.
But,
I'm gonna be like, yo, you can't. You gotta
But that was
watch
your
these
friend.
women.
My response. My response to her sitting on his lap is based on my relationship with the guy.
Right, exactly. It is. It's
Put him under the AC.
Partner,
okay.
And which y'all
Need all the
discussed.
details.
Now I do know that he wouldn't do anything in my face, but then I got others that will do stuff in my face and won't do nothing behind my back.
But
You
what's
know
the
what I mean?
difference?
So you never know.
But see-
So go ahead.
Still doing it.
Some guys flirters. You know what I mean? I you know they. Flirt.
And you talking about you talk about discernment.
Yes.
A guy that's a flirter. If you have any type of discernment, you should be able to spot a flirter inside of 1 to 2 times that you go on a date or whatever.
That's true.
That you go out. That's not hard because they are wandering eyes. It's hard for them to hide that.
That's true.
It's hard for people to hide that. So I wouldn't consider myself dating you in the first place.
And the thing is even if I was, it's all about trusting myself and having my own self-control. I don't care. You know, you do whatever you do, I strongly believe you're gonna get dealt with some kind of way when it comes to hurting people. You know what I mean? So it's gonna come back and it's gonna, it's gonna come to the light, I'm just not the type that wanna get all worked up about anything like that because I know that that's a pet peeve or something that, how you gotta overcome certain things. So back in the day, you might have been like, I'm going to cut you. I'm going to do this, that. You get a certain age, you be like, look here.
I ain't got time.
Look here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But see, I wasn't even, I was raised just the opposite, that you never deal with the woman.
You always deal with the man.
You deal with the man. Your issue is not the woman.
Because the woman is not in a situation with you or the relationship or the dating, is the man.
You never deal with the woman. Somebody, if he wants to be with somebody else or mess around, dip, here and there, whatever, you can't stop it.
No, you can't.
You can't stop it. So you don't. So you don't deal with the woman. Never.
No. Sometimes you deal with the woman. Sometimes you deal with the woman.
Something was on a whole different level to me because now we talking about she's supposed to be a friend.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Yeah. You deal with the friends and family. Yes.
And there you go.
People. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You deal because let my boy do something to my wife. I'm whooping his ass on sight.
See, there you go. That's what I'm saying. You do, and that's how it's always been for me. If she's supposed to be a friend or she's family, I'm dealing with that on a different level. It's not just up to him to tell her to tell her no, back off. It's up to him, but guess what? I'm coming in there too. Because you're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to be, or you're a family member.
Now.
You know better. It's disrespect. That's what I'm talking about. The disrespect has to be dealt with.
Have mercy.
There you go. There you go. And
people
now I'm stepping up, and it's not even about me being jealous or anything like that. It's about you disrespecting me.
See, I done dealt with a side piece dude before.
I don't like that.
I dealt with a side piece dude before.
You been a side piece?
And I dealt with a side piece dude before. I dealt with a side piece dude. Because he was respectful. He ain't said that. When I turned around, he was out the door. So I ain't got no beef with that. But if he was my boy, I'm planting all types of foots and the sinks in his behind. Because hold up. You disrespect. You knew that was wifey. You knew that's my honey dip, and you dipping your cookies in my honey. I don't appreciate that.
No, exactly.
You know we gotta rectify that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's different. Side piece play your role. And I'm all good. Don't say nothing to me. Don't talk with that stuff like you wasn't doing what you supposed to. Hold up, playing. Now you disrespectful. Now I'm gonna have to put foots in.
Oh, that's very disrespectful.
Respect. I respect your role.
Now it's gonna be some furniture moving.
Now it's gonna be some furniture moving around this mother freaker. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because now you ain't had to go there. I was gonna let you get your cookies and leave. Get your cookies and milk and you leave. You know? Now you coming in, you insulting my manhood. You trying to be disrespectful. So now I'm having to handle you. Now we done changed the parameters of the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's what I said today.
Okay. Alrighty. So so that leads me to one last thing, and that's just like we talked about the therapy and things like that to try to deal with some of the things you just are not going to do anymore, as far as like you're not going to deal with certain situations, so somebody might get hurt. So we talked about the therapy, to talk it out to people, get someone that that you can trust to talk things, because sometimes you can be at a level 11, from scale of 1 to 10, and you need somebody to talk you to a 5. you know, and it could be anything, you know. My temptation was somebody messing with my children, and I'm like, these little girls who used to date my son used to be say some stuff to me, you know. And then I'll say some grown people stuff like, you know, y'all gotta stop fighting each other and stuff. But, you know, just in case y'all don't stop fighting, you know, leave me out of it. But, you know, I'll make sure y'all insurance policies are paid up.
Insurance policy.
And let me tell you something. That girl thought I was tip-tap crazy for the rest of my life. Because she came at me hard, right? And like, I'm not gonna do this and I'm not gonna do that. I said, why are you fighting my son in my house? You know, well, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, yo, for real.
What do you these people coming in your house?
Fighting each other, you know what I'm saying?
These people that you're talking about need therapy and counseling, not me.
I do need therapy because the madness will cause me to be on the edge.
The boldness that they have.
That's temptation. You gotta understand what temptation is. It's gonna come to you all soft and all cuddly like a stuffed animal. It's gonna come to you gangster like a dragon. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be like, let me just be a little bit. Let me tell you something. Y'all kill each other fighting in the house. As long as my son's policies and everybody's policies is paid up. She went back to my son and said, your mother is crazy. You know what she told me?
Same thing.
I was like, listen, I prayed about it. I can't. That takes me to the praying and meditation. I prayed about it. I said, God, you handle this because right now they taking my pressure to a place where I might need medication.
Okay, that's what
you know what I'm saying.
I see where I was going with it.
And I gotta let it go. Let go and let God. You know, I can't hold all that stuff internally into me and not want to be a bright and shiny star. Like I'm going to be in the ditch messing with these jerks, you know what I'm saying? So like when they come to temptation, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
It can be really hard when it can be really hard when it comes to your kids.
That's a major temptation, man. It's like all kind of stuff comes,
and it can and once again, we back in the house scenario.
Right? Wow.
Stay out the house.
I'm so territorial. I'm a Taurus and I'm very territorial.
Not in my house.
Okay, on all that I love.
Not in my house.
Not in my house.
That's the thing. It's like that's how people houses get. Listen, that's how people houses get burnt down. That's how people be murdered in houses and things like that. Because we can't take stuff like houses and cars and anything so personal that to the point where it's just a material thing. Okay. You know what I mean? But I get the respect part.
I'm not taking. But it's not the house is the material of the house has nothing to do with.
Here's what I'm saying.
It's territorial. You came to me. You're doing this in my.
What's the size of a prison cell? That's territorial. I don't know. You got two people fighting for a bunk in the cell. It ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
That's not.
No, I'm not talking about you.
That's apples.
I'm talking about you gotta understand who you talking to. You talking to a Cancer. You know what I'm saying? So a Cancer gotta either let go and let God, or somebody's going to jail.
No, I'm not saying I'm not going to let go and let God.
No, I'm talking about me. Okay. So I'm saying you gotta understand who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying when it comes to a house. So yeah, we're extremely emotional people. So we either gonna have to let it go. We gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying? We can't have nothing have a hold on us so tight.
Public service announcement. Tyese wasn't here when you told the story about how you tore up the house and bitched your brother in the chat. That type thing.
I wasn't.
She's not privy to the Sonji of yesteryear that kind of ain't quite finished. He's still working. He still might catch a tooth in the chest.
Oh, the tooth in the chest.
You know, that's what she's saying. You know, because she go from 0 to 180 in 2.5 seconds.
I'm gonna go from 0.
So she got to go out. She got to leave. Yeah, that's all.
See,
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I mean, we hopefully have reached, the whatever age it is, but wherever it is and where we are in our lives at this time, that we can have self-control. We know when to let go and let God, and we do that before we get to 100. You know, I understand that. God never tell you to be no fool though, and He never told you to allow people to walk all over you or to disrespect you. You know,
and this is why I set boundaries, and any type of. Everybody knows now about me, and they've known me for a long time. Don't nobody cross those boundaries with me and my household or anything like that. That first story wasn't my story. The other story with my kids, that's what I told you, the temptation with my kids is a different level. But with regular folk, you know what I'm saying? As you say, you know what you're getting into. You know what I mean? You got discernment. You know if the person is a cheater. You know if the person is a flirter. You know what type of person you're going to deal with and what you're not going to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So are you going to lose your mind off over somebody that's not worth it? No. Are you going to defend what is yours to with people who are worth it? Yes. So I get what you're saying. If that person is worth it, yes, you're going to fight for that person, but you're going to have to do it in a way that keep you in control and keep you focused, and not have you focus so much on them and their foolishness that they take your eye for whatever your goals are. If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
That
makes total sense.
Yeah. So because it comes,
I'm not getting myself in them type of situations.
Well, the temptation, because you avoid it.
Yeah.
Because those temptations, when you don't avoid it, you know what I'm saying? That's what happens. It's like you run right into something that's just going to distract you. So as soon as I see something that looks like it's getting ready to distract me, or any type of relationship I'm in now, I just be like, listen, that's a distraction. Let's get to the bag, as they call it. Let's get to the money. Let's get to whatever it is that our goals are. And that person is going to disappear anyway.
Right.
Because it's a simple fact that they not going to stick around if they can't get what they want.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense.
Don't have nothing to do with our goals.
Right. Exactly. And it's just like, so the other thing I had last is just remind yourself of the things and of the qualities and that you love your partner when you get into those type of situations where y'all do get in a little scuffle, you know what I mean, where it's a misunderstanding. Give the person the benefit of doubt, I guess. When y'all was talking about the lady on the couch.
That's what you gotta do,
Yeah, give the person the benefit of the doubt.
Gotta get a benefit of the doubt, but I just know that that was premeditated. If we was in the court systems, she would have got like 5 to life. You know what I mean? That's straight premeditated. Like she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, but they know your weaknesses. So once you put your weaknesses out there, you're gonna be attacked.
Facts.
You know, you're going to be attacked with your very weakness.
I like this.
And so she can sit on my man's lap. If she think that's a weakness of mine, go for it.
Right.
But he going to get his head. But
Don't do it.
I would not suggest it. Any homegirls or Sanji, y'all watching this, don't do it.
Please
Right.
don't.
Yeah,
Right.
Don't even think it.
No.
closer to that. No, don't you do it.
Yeah, don't even
like
do
drugs.
it.
Just say no.
Just say
Or she had some eggs. This is your drug. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Yeah, no, don't do it.
Oh my God. And the only other thing, I think we covered almost. I had like 20 things on here. And
you got a whole list.
Yes, I did. We talked about almost everything. You know what I mean? Now, the only last thing we didn't talk about, which we can talk about the next time, is the temptation when it's on our end, our fault. If we fell for the temptation.
I've been
there.
I've been there.
Whoa!
I ain't gonna say like I'm goody two shoe. Yeah, I've been there.
I've been there.
That's how I learned my trials and tribulations.
That's how you learned it. But
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
how I
I feel like everybody on this panel is wise enough and old enough to know.
I ain't
and
been,
not
do it now.
fall
I haven't
for
been
the
there
okie
since
doke.
my 20s.
Yeah, and not fall
I
for
wouldn't
the
do it
okie
now.
doke.
Yeah. Don't dangle a carrot in front of my face.
Oh,
Hey,
shiny.
the shiny
Yeah, I'm
one,
good.
yeah.
That's a whole lot of dangling, and when we get up to this age, you got a lot of dangling to do. You know what I'm saying?
No time to wrap it up.
That is
Time to wrap it up. And I mean the show.
We said wrap it up, and she said she mean the show, guys. That's why I said we'd talk about that another time.
Yeah.
A whole mess.
Yes. Hey guys, that's a wrap. We'll see y'all the next week on The Edge with Sanji. That's a match where we match each other's conversation. We try to stay on topic, and we do not let them piggyback. You gotta have your own opinion, and you got your own experiences.
Lucky you.
And we got our own self, we would say development, you would call it, or self evaluations,
self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
Perfect.
Yeah, thanks guys. Uncle Shelby, what you got for us? What you got for us? Uncle Shelby,
I think you said it all. I think you said it all. I ain't got nothing. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I'm in the building. We in the building. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
I'm in the building.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. Tyese, T,
Yes.
Dirk,
Yes.
Madman, Sanji.
sir.
Appreciate all y'all. Yes, indeed. I appreciate you.